Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to do an EDC update for you guys. It is October 20. Oh, I gotta add the ye old calendar. I got a new Apple Watch. Guess I'll start off the EDC update. I'm all dirty. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of yard work. I had to run bags of leaves to the local landscaping place. Pretty cool in my area here. There's a landscaping place. They take all of our like yard waste and stuff if you want. But anyway, I just got the Apple Watch Series 9, and I love having an Apple Watch for simple reasons. Like, I want to have the time, I want to have the day, which I just realized I don't, and I want to have the weather. Those three things are really important to me on a watch. So like right now I have it set up to show the weather, the conditions, so like it's sunny right now, the battery percentage, and then messages. So I'm gonna have to remove one of these bad boys. I don't know, probably the battery, right? Because I feel like the battery is the one that I don't want to be looking at all day, because I'm going to be like, I gotta charge it, it's at 87%. Like right now, it's at 87%. It's 3 o'clock. Oh my God, I need to charge this now, or I will not make it till midnight tonight. You know that feeling? Even though at midnight it'll say 68, and I'd be like, oh shit, I was wrong. Sorry. I don't use my Apple Watch all day. Like, it's on my wrist. I'm testing out the always on mode. They have that where it always, you can kind of glance down and see the time where you don't have to raise up. And then when you raise up, it brightens up. It's pretty cool. And I like these Nike faces. So I got the 9 and I got the cellular because I was like, I just want to try it this time. I always get the GPS one. I don't go on like crazy adventures and leave my phone behind, but like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool if we ever went somewhere and, I don't know, my wife and kid, I have no idea. I can't think of a reason, but I could hand my phone or my watch to one of them, and then they have a phone. We can communicate, you know? I don't know how that would come in handy, but hey, maybe when my kid gets older and she doesn't have a cell phone yet, I can just, you know, slap the watch on her or hand her my phone, and then I can still call people if I need to or whatever. Anyway, it's cool, okay? I had to spend the money. I had to spend $550 on the watch, okay? I had to. I had a Series 6, and it was good. It was solid. It did what I needed. I'm just weird and I like to upgrade my stuff. I ordered a new iPhone. I figure I use my iPhone all the time. It's literally the most used thing I own. It's also my camera, like right now. And I got the Max, the 15 Pro Max, and that one has like 5x zoom. So I'm hoping I can get some like closer in shots for thumbnails and stuff. I like doing those, but I can't get too close or it gets fuzzy. So now you could do 5x on that one. Plus it's bigger. I don't know, maybe it'll just make the video experience a little bit better. We'll see. And I just wanted it, you know, so I'm waiting on that. Anyway, that's an update. I got the Apple Watch. Okay, Kev? Jeez. But yeah, I'm doing a bunch of yard work today, and I'm just in the middle. I dropped the leaves off, and I'm charging the battery on my mower because I got a riding mower. I love it. But all the leaves came down, and I don't have a bagger for the riding mower. So I'm just hitting the leaves with the push mower, bagging it, putting it in brown bags, and taking it over to the place. And I had to get there by 3 o'clock, and so I had to kind of take a break. So I'm charging everything, and then I'll come home and finish everything up. I got to get the pool ready to close. They're coming on Monday to close it. I'm paying people to close it this year so that I can watch them and then hopefully be able to just do it myself. But I had to put chemicals in, and then I'm like shocking it because the chlorine was low, because I need to put a new thing in. We have this chlorinator thing where you just put in cartridges, and then it auto chlorinates when your pump's on. You don't have to put those tablets in around the pool. But it was running out, right? I didn't even want to put the one in that's in there because they're expensive. They're like 20 bucks a pop or something, 25. I bought a 6-pack. It was like $150. It was insane. Maybe even more. And so I didn't even want to put that one in there because we're not fucking using it. It's just sitting there waiting to be closed. I got to use it like once after buying the house. Really annoying when you got to take care of it, learn all this chemistry, do all this shit, then you can't even get in it. I tried. Early October I got in, it was like 72 degrees. So I might try to get a heater too. It's a whole thing. And it's expensive. But I love pools, so I'm hoping it works out. But anyway, I had to like put chemicals in and do all this shit. And I didn't want to put that last thing in, so I'm definitely not putting another one in they're coming on Monday. Today's Saturday. So I just shocked it, and I'm like, hopefully that's good till, you know, and then tomorrow night I have to dump in, like, I have to shock it like twice, and then they come on Monday and they'll cover it and that'll just hold. That's how it works, apparently. I guess because there's no sun, it can just hold the chlorine and everything in there. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm doing a bunch of fucking yard work. That's what I'm doing. Apple Watch in the front pocket. I got my Vanish. I thought I'd carry this today. I sent out my QSP Divo nip slip prototype and my Kubi nip slip prototype to somebody to check out because we're almost slipped there. We're talking to somebody about doing it as an exclusive model. Yeah, so I sent that out. And so I don't have another slip joint to be carrying right now. Well, I could carry any Jack Wolf, but I don't know. I just was like, I haven't carried this in a while. The other option was the new Surge Slip 7 I have, which last night I took it apart, and I didn't take it apart. I took the pivot out and I oiled the spring and I Loctited the pivot screw because I tried gluing it twice and it didn't work. So I'm gonna try Loctiting it. And then somebody hit me up on Instagram. So if any of you guys have a Slip 7 like I do and you love it, but you just can't stand the fact that you have to have like substantial blade play to have the action you want, the nice like bouncy feel, you know, that hop. What this guy told me, and I'm so sorry I can't recall the Instagram handle, but thank you. Please leave a comment if you see this and you're the one who gave me that tip. Please leave a comment and take credit because I appreciate it. He basically said I just cleaned up the spring and then put oil all up on the spring, all the way down the spring on both sides, because if you look at the Slip 7, it's one of the only slip joints I've ever seen that has a spring that is completely housed inside the frame. So on this knife, when you go to close it, you see that spring pop up. Do you see that? See it pop up out of the frame and then pop back in? That's how most slip joints work. They push out and then they snap back down and then they're flush in all three positions. That's how it works. Well, the Slip 7, for some reason, the way Surge designed it, that spring sits about here in the frame. It sits down in the frame. So when you open the slip joint and you're operating it, it's moving just like any other slip joint, but it's not coming out of the frame, which means it has resistance, right? It has more resistance on the sides than any slip joint because this frees up as it comes out. It's not held against a frame or anything on the sides, but his, it's always rubbing on the side. So you'll notice if you go in there with a Q-tip, I use the little microfiber ones. You can get them from KPL or anywhere, but check the links in my description. I always have it down there, way down in the disassembly section. But if you clean the spring on the sides and everything, you'll just get black shit like crazy because it's constantly wearing that titanium. It'll eventually wear it nice and smooth and it'll be baller, but it takes time. So what this guy told me was just oil that. So I just put KPL and I kind of just held it on an angle and I squeezed. You don't want to go crazy, but you can see it kind of seep in on both sides. Then you work that shit in and then you carry it. And I was actually able to tighten it down. This was literally just after cleaning and applying the oil. I was able to tighten it down to 99% no play. Like, I have to wrench on it, and then I'm still questioning whether it has play or not. And the action is pretty good. It's not as good as it is loose, but I'm hoping if I can Loctite it there and keep carrying it, it will break in, and then it'll have that nice action. So anyway, slip 7 tip, but I'm carrying the Vanish here. This is the Urban EDC exclusive with the Sagaha on it. Very cool. Milled by Jacob himself. And then I have the matching slip from Troy, the Whiskey Ghost Leather. Very, very nice. So I'm carrying that. And then in my back left pocket, I have my new favorite Kaiser, the Kaiser Mercury, designed by Alex Berkowitz. Go check out my live stream on Thursday. Well, it was October 26th, I think. I had him on, and he talked all things Mercury. We talked about his process. We talked about his background. We talked about, I mean, I tried to ask, you know, questions you guys would maybe want the answers to from a designer. And I thought it was a blast, man. It was really fun to get to know Alex. I'd never talked to him before except briefly at Blade Show. Yeah, this knife is utterly fantastic. This is the Mercury. It's going to be $139 from Kaiser, and I still don't understand how that's possible. It feels to me like a $500 knife. So I figured it would be $300 or something from them. I don't know if I just don't, like, I just have a misperception. I'm pretty, like, I know knives, right? I'm not like a noob, but I'm not an expert either, I guess. I'm not going to call myself an expert, but this really feels like a much more expensive knife. It's really fantastic. Just the machining, the quality of the machining is what it is. Like, yeah, anybody can look at this and go, okay, it's milled titanium, and it's got a liner lock. Yeah, I get it. But in hand, just look at the detail, the machining, the just crisp lines, everything is so good. And the answer is Alex. Alex really zeroed in on this. He knows CAD. So he sent them a file and was like, hey, this is what we want to do, right? And they made it to that specification. Of course, they work together and stuff, but like, that's way different than one of us just sending them a napkin, which is not what we do, but I'm simplifying things. They have much more room for interpretation, especially if it's a licensed design. If it's your OEM, then of course they're going to try to follow everything you say, but like, on a licensed design, you send them a napkin drawing or a simple drawing, they're gonna have a lot of interpretation. And you're probably gonna want that, you know? But anyway, this is dropping in November sometime, so it should be coming out soon when you see this. I recommend you buy it. It's $139. I don't say that often. I usually say, I would recommend this, or if you want it. No, buy this. It's fantastic. It's just one of those, it's $140, and it's just way past $140. It's amazing. It really is. So anyway, enough raving about that. I do have a link to Kaiser. I'll put that in the description. That's not why though. I really just fucking love that knife. They also have some Ultim Towser Ks, a button lock sheepdog, but honestly, those are so uninteresting to me because of the Mercury. The Mercury's just, it just blows everything out of the water. Carrying my NJT hand power mini mount in Zircuti, flamed and etched. Beautiful. It just drops in my pocket every day. It's so lightweight, disappears. I don't use it that much, but when I need it, it's there and I love it. I'm carrying a FocusWorks F2 14500 cell custom flashlight. This is another one I would say just go buy it. I mean, this is $185. It is a custom made flashlight in Canada, and it's $185. Excuse me. That's insane to me. It really is. Every other flashlight I've bought has been $400 or more. that is custom made. Now, I usually go for titanium. The aluminum one, aluminum ones you usually see at like $275 to $300, $185. And I'll tell you what, I've been carrying this for 2 weeks straight as my primary flashlight. I love it. It really changed my ideas on an everyday carry flashlight. Moving to a place that's darker, has more space, more land, just more darkness. And it's getting later in the year. I need it. Like, I'm out there watering fucking plants at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It's pitch dark, you know, because I work all day or whatever. And I've needed this. And it is so good. I mean, I can use it for 10 or 15 minutes out there doing whatever I need to do, 20 minutes. It's not piping hot by the time I'm done. Obviously, I try to keep it on low or medium for those things. Unless I need it on high, then I'll do that. And I can go up to the charger. I'll throw it on. It's still on 3 bars, and it'll hit up to 4 in like 10 minutes. So the battery's just so much better than what I had in those little flashlights. They got so hot. They were titanium. Like, so I still think CWF Micro Click, the Hoku Clicky from Laulima are fantastic flashlights. If you're an urban type of person, or you have a smaller property like I used to have, they're great. If you're just going into the bedroom, getting undressed, or looking under your car, or basic EDC stuff, right? But if you actually need to use it a little bit for work, like to see and do something for a period of time, they really do have their disadvantages. And I would recommend in that case, if you really like the 10440, which I love that size, get an aluminum one. Find an aluminum one. They're cheaper and they don't heat up as bad. The titanium ones are like instantly hot. It's insane. So, you know, I have a new perspective on this now because I have a new lifestyle. So anyway, I've gotten used to the forward clicky, and I really like it. I do recommend going with no memory. I did memory on this and I regret it. Just because it can be finicky depending on like how long you click or press, because I'll do these short presses like this where I just look for something and I'll let it go. Well, that counts. That doesn't set the programming, the memory, right? So now when I click it again, it's going to go to medium. So it like, I don't know how to explain it. If you don't have it on long enough, it switches to medium. So let me just try to show you that again. So I'm gonna just briefly switch it on to low mode. I'm not even gonna click, I'm just gonna go, okay, low mode and off, right? I just did that for a second. I'm fidgeting, or I looked for something real quick, right? So now the memory really thinks it's in between low and medium. So when I click again, it's gonna go right to medium. And that's what happens. And then now it'll go to high, and then now it'll go to low. And now I have to click it and hold for like 3 seconds, let go. Now when I click again, low. Makes sense? But I just checked to make sure, did I hold it long enough? Yes, I did. So it's just like, I'd rather just have no memory, because in my mind, I always would prefer low. Right? Like, I'm okay with low and then going up to high when I need it, rather than blasting the room and then being like, oh shit, because that's what happens. I go into the bedroom at night, I get undressed, my wife's asleep, it's 1 a.m. because I work late as shit because I'm a maniac, and I'll go in there and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna take my clothes, I'm just gonna click it, put it on tail stand, right? And I go, I'm like, oh shit, the whole room fucking blows up because it's 900 lumens. So anyway, get no memory. Or know what you're doing. Don't fidget. Don't double check. Maybe that's my problem. I double check to make sure I got it on low, you know. Sorry, I am a rambling man. The other thing I wanted to show you guys was this quick release. So let me, yeah, it shouldn't matter. So I got this new quick release from Ant Design. Check them out at Ant Design Official. They have some really cool stuff. I have a video on it. It might be out already by the time you see this. But they gave me some cool keychain stuff. The coolest thing is this tritium vial. I absolutely love it. So there's this green tritium in there, and at night it glows, and it's amazing. It really is. It's just cool to have on your keychain. I removed my titanium toothpick for that because I just don't like having a lot on my keys. I like having a pen because I do use that regularly. And then I just got rid of the toothpick because I literally never used it. I needed it for the first time yesterday, which is funny, but I was at home, so I just went and got it. It didn't matter. So anyway, tritium is awesome. And then you guys know the best carabiner for a key is the JRW Tough Clip. Highly recommend this. I know it's like 50, 60 bucks or something in titanium. It comes in brass for cheaper. This is the best thing ever. It really is. It is so low profile. It clips on your belt, no problem. Comes off, no problem. Yes, every once in a blue moon, it gets like too far on my belt loop and I gotta like figure it out, do the puzzle. But if you put these O-rings here, that can't happen. It's just that I was using thin ones and they were breaking off. So I put thicker ones on. It should be good now. So it can't come past here. And then, hey, your keys can't come off either, even though they really can't anyway, if you use the right kind of key ring. But when you're not using this, you just drop it and it disappears onto your keys. So you literally don't have anything like bulky, because that's the problem with carabiners. They're fucking big and bulky, and when you're not using it as a carabiner, it's annoying as hell. But this isn't. It disappears. So that's my pitch on that. Now, the quick release. I have it set up on my car key because that way, if I'm driving with my kid and my wife, calm down, and my wife, and I go to the post office, well, they don't want to come in with me, right? Or if I got to run into the pharmacy, they don't want to come in with me, right? It's a whole thing. You got to get the kid out of the car seat for 2 minutes, not worth it. And then she's going to run around like a maniac and grab shit. I want these, I want these. So I just, the car, quick release, bang. Car stays on, they're cool or warm or whatever. I run inside, use my P.O. box key, right? And then I come back out, pop it back on, and we're good to go. That's why I use a quick release. Some people always wonder why. You could also just hook it up to the P.O. box key. I had 2 on here for a minute, but it's not worth it. So anyway, the one I've always used is this one from Urban EDC sent me this. It's from Kappa, or sorry, it's called the Kappa, and it's from Prometheus Design Works, I believe. And it literally just pulls apart. Now, it's hard to pull apart without a key ring on here. It's a little harder. But it literally just has a spring in there, no magnet, which I love. And it pops in like that. And it's pretty hard to remove. And you don't have to pull anything. You just yank it and it comes out, pop it, and it goes in. I've had it for 6 months. It's never failed me. They have a new one, I believe, that when you take it off, this part actually fits a 1/4-inch bit, which is pretty damn cool. I don't need it, but it's pretty cool. And these are like 25 bucks in titanium, which is awesome. So, Ant Design sent me theirs, and I wanted to test it out. So I've had this on my keys for a few days, and I have some thoughts. The first one is, I think it's a little longer. So I think it makes my keys a little bit longer, right? Let's assume they had the same tiny key ring on them. So this would be closer to here. You're adding like a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, which I don't like because that's the lower that key sits. So when I put this in my pocket, this is hanging down here. So I always have to tuck this in my back pocket, which kind of works because then it keeps everything quiet. Because one of the things I hate about carabiners on your belt is they're people who just have these loud fucking keys when they walk around. Just tuck it, tuck it. Anyway, so it kind of works, but I prefer this one where it hangs a little bit shorter and then I can tuck it anyway. And then the other problem with it, well, this one looks cooler, I think, because it's like a machined tie. Because my guess is this is grade 5 titanium. This is probably grade 2 titanium or something. Like, yeah, it's titanium, but it's probably a cheaper kind. I can't confirm that. I could probably ask, but I just haven't. It's just my guess from how it looks. Yes, this is bead blasted and this is machine finished, but I just have a feeling. I don't know. Anyway, so that's a downside. Downside number 2, compared to the other one. This thing's great. It is. It works flawlessly. It's very good. I just prefer the other one in here. And these are the reasons why. I like the tie finish better. And then this one requires movement. You have to slide this bar. So you have to take this cylinder and pull it down. And that's how you release it. So it pops in like that. Not coming out. I mean, I haven't tried super duper yanking on it, but my guess is I'd be stretching out these key rings before I'd break that. So you have it on your keys. I should have put it on the other way. I have to flip it over at some point. But what you do is, so your key's in the car, and then you want to disengage, just go like that. Boom. It comes apart. It's not hard. You just pull back on that cylinder real quick, and it's pretty much instant. Like, it's quick. Okay. But then you have to reattach it, which involves a magnet, which I just don't like magnets on my keychain stuff because it tends to bunch other things up to it. Now this one's really just in there for this, so it doesn't grab other stuff strongly. Like, it kind of grabs my carrot. Oh wait, no, it's not. That's titanium. Hold on, let me just try this. Yeah, it kind of sticks to my keys a little bit, but it's not bad, right? So it's not really a negative, but I just don't like magnets in there. Some quick releases are totally made with magnets, and that's the worst kind, because you do this and it's like your keys jump together. So that's one thing. And then it's just that quick release action I don't love, because getting it back together, the magnet does help, right? The magnet tries to pull it in, but that doesn't work all the way. Now I have to push like that, and then it engages. So I don't know, sometimes it's a little finicky. You have to like squeeze this down and push in, or you know, it's just like you have to, you can't be holding right here. You have to not be touching that area. And then, so to me, it's just easier to yank. That's all you do is yank it. That's it. That's what she said. Actually, here, I'll show you, because I'm going to switch back real quick. See if I can do this fast enough that it's not super annoying in the video, but you guys know me, it will be super annoying. How's your day going? Hope you're having a good day. I'm just trying to get this yard cleaned up, and then I'm done for the weekend. Tomorrow we're going to my dad's. My mom's overseas right now in Germany visiting family and everything. My dad's heading over there next week. So we are gonna go visit him tomorrow, watch the Eagles game, which will be cool. But let's see if we can get this over here. Yeah. So I'm trying to get everything done today so I don't have to worry about it. I have a bunch of these quick releases. They actually sent me, Ant Design sent me a stack of them. I have like 10. I don't know if it's that many, but it's a lot. And I'll be giving them away. So if you guys watch my live streams on Thursday nights, that's how you can get in on the quick releases. Almost got it. Almost got it. There you go. And then I love this key ring. Shout out to my boy. I miss him. DTOM Knives and Gear, Kyle. You just pinch here and it opens up. So you don't have to stick your thumb in there, and then you just spin around. And then it closes up. And there you go. So now, when I hold my keys like this, it doesn't hang as far. It still hangs. But then, when I need to just bang, it comes right off. It's just easier for me. I don't know. That's me. But I do like it. I mean, if it was what I had, I'd be stoked, right? I just have another option. That's all. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough about that. That's enough about everything. There's the EDC update. I love you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll link whatever I can down below. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. If it's a weekend, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I really love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Follow me over on Instagram at LeftyEDC. And more shenanigans coming, of course. Love you guys. Peace.